Yeah, just nice quiet morning over here, just getting out. I'm trying this thing out. I did a video. I deleted the video accidentally. I haven't been doing very well I'm kind of doing as many videos or being as consistent as I want to be this year. So kind of, during the summer, life's been getting in the way, and which is good things, all good things, nothing bad, all good things. Just kind of busy with life and trying to prioritize things. So I'm filming right now, and I don't really want to make this video about this. The video is really supposed to be about this and why I ended up going with the Q3 43. So it's pretty much a Q3 with a 43 millimeter lens on it. And I was debating whether I was going to keep my 28 or just trade it in. The resale value was really tempting right off the bat. Those things really hold their value. So if an M or a Q is something that you're looking to kind of play around with, it's as long as you keep it for at least like 6 months or something like that, it's really kind of cool because you can probably sell it, and unless you kind of time things wrong and you're right in between renewal cycles, just keep track of that. But right now, I think if you get a Q3 or even a Q2, there's not going to be much changes. They're going to hold their value as well, even though it's last year, the previous series. You'll be able to make your money back, especially with the M's too and the M lenses. Anyway, I ended up trading it in. I ended up trading it in for the 43. And you know what? Which is really quite different from what I usually do. I really didn't like him and haw about it a whole lot. It was like a no-brainer to me, and I just did it. And the reason why is because I have a really extensive body of work and database of photos I've taken with the Q2 and the Q3. So both have that 28 millimeter lens. So I have a lot of pictures in Lightroom. I was able to go ahead and just pull up and filter all the pictures I've taken with the Q2 and Q3. And then I went in there and kind of looked at my favorites and my keepers, and I noticed, even though I do love the 28, I've always loved the 28, when I'm taking that camera, I'm taking the Q2 or the Q3. The way I'm using it is I'm using it as one camera for everything, like a no-brainer. Like, I'm going to have this with me all the time, and this is going to be my travel camera. This is going to be my one camera I bring to take care of everything and just be minimalist and be light and just be in the moment, but still be able to capture moments and not feel like I am compromising because I have an amazing camera, an amazing sensor, an amazing lens, and the ability to crop or adjust and get closer if I need to. Well, I was always cropping with the 28. There were very, very, very few images in which I just shot with the 28 and just got that full resolution and that full benefit. So because of that, it was a no-brainer for me. It was a no-brainer, and just looking at the pictures I was taking, I know 50 is really a favorite of mine. Second is probably that 35 to 40. I have played around with a 40. I had a Voigtlander 40 on my M11. So I knew that focal length was going to be something I like, because I really enjoyed that, because that was like that nice little go-between between 35 and a 50. I liked it a lot. So long story not so short, I had no hesitation in pulling the trigger on this 43, because obviously I know what the sensor is. I've had the Q3, I have the M11, I have the SL3. No brainer, right? And I'm really happy with it. It's only been a couple weeks. I've been able to take it on a family trip out to Palm Springs. I'll try and go ahead and throw up some images that I've taken with it so far. We even played around finally, because this does have a 43 millimeter lens. I have played around with the flash on this, doing kind of seeing what I can do to really kind of just make some dramatic images. So nothing that I think I want to share, because literally I just, I was lucky enough or fortunate enough to have a model that was willing to kind of just let me play with it and just kind of see how it works, and it worked amazing. So it wasn't the instance to use the flash. I just wanted to use it just because I had her and we got our shots, and she was willing to indulge me. So no bangers or anything in that, but I was able to try it out. So yeah, long story short, I mean, how many times have I said long story short? Anyway, yeah, I love this thing. One kind of side note, I mean, if you're familiar with the Q3, then you're familiar with the Q3 43. The thing is amazing. They're supposedly about to release USB-C compatibility to use a mic, external mic. It's kind of bummer that they're doing it now. That was my one thing that I knew about it when I was trading the 28. Do I really want to do that? But I think push comes to shove, I've been eyeing and saving, kind of wait and see what happens this next year as far as work or whatnot. But I think I'm probably just going to put like a 28 or a 35 on the SL3. And if I need like to do video and stuff like that, I'll just do that. You know, so that's that. That's my thoughts on that. Q3 43. Yeah, love this thing. Love this thing. And already in the shots I've taken, and I'll share them on there on this video. Right off the bat, just a couple weeks in, there are several keepers, several images where I'm not even cropping it at all. Like I'm framing things because it's a lot easier to complete and frame things completely when you have 43 millimeters. When you have 28, it's just more challenging. There's just more stuff to consider. You're either going to be photoshopping stuff because something's sticking out, or it's just there's not going to be that many shots, you know, unless you're out in like just a beautiful, expansive landscape like the desert or Montana or something like that, you know. But or if you're in really tight places too, which I think, you know, if you or live someplace and doing street photography in Paris, New York with really tight streets, and you need to have that wide angle, then that's perfect. For me, where I shoot, how I shoot, I was finding myself cropping in a lot. And the fact that I'm taking pictures, a lot of my family with people in it, this lens is a lot more flattering. And I'm not going to lie. Like a lot of the shots I would take of my family, they didn't quite, it was okay. It wasn't their favorites. Or I had to be far away and then just crop in, you know, to make sure I wasn't getting any warpage, right? Obviously you have to. So it was nice, and there's some good shots. Am I going to miss it? Yeah, I mean, ideally, we would have every focal length at our disposal. But I think, again, looking at my database, and already in the few weeks I've had this thing, I am not cropping it. There are several images where I am just leaving it as is, as framed up and as composed in the camera, and I'm happy with it. Okay? So, yeah. And, yeah, by the way, I'm filming with this Pocket 3. I finally pulled the trigger on this thing. It's already super easy. I'm able to go ahead and just pull this out, get some cool images, and hopefully I'll be better at getting videos. Or maybe this is just an excuse for me to spend more money, and I still won't get as many videos out, which is most probably the case. So we'll see how that goes. All right.